Yeah. It's a Boxing Day. We are playing the wow. Guys, welcome back to Kosi's Arsenal podcast. I was trying to sing, to sing a song for Boxing Day just to raise up my morale for this video, so that I could actually go in it, but the song, I couldn't master the words, but it was something like it's Boxing Day. We are gonna, play the Northern London Beer, something like that. But welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Kosi's Arsenal podcast. It's Arsenal up against Chelsea on Boxing Day. Now, do you know what's interesting? Arsenal has taken so long without losing a game on Boxing Day. But what is worse is that we are coming into a game where we do not stand a chance on Boxing Day. It is at the Emirates Stadium. We are going to be discussing all that, the predicted lineup and everything. A game at the Emirates Stadium where we do not stand a chance. What are your predictions? You know what's funny? Before we even go into the countdown, my prediction in this game is Arsenal 1, Chelsea 1. All right then, guys. All right then. Welcome back to Kosi's Arsenal podcast. Chelsea, Arsenal. Chelsea do not have Hakim Ziyech, by the way. Before we go any further, I think I should inform you about that. Chelsea do not have Hakim Ziyech. Does it put us in any way, above them? I don't know. But it is a game I expect Arsenal to put a lot in. It's a London derby, for Christ's sake, and we know what a London derby means. We know what London derbies mean to clubs like Arsenal, to clubs like Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea. When it's a London derby, we expect it to have another feeling, right? You expect it to have another feeling. You expect something else at least. So we are going to go in the predicted lineup. We have to forget the Manchester City game. Let's focus on the Premier League because we're back in the Premier League. In another game, I don't think we really stand a big chance, but hell knows. To hell with the chances. Let us just go into our predicted lineup and see who starts, who doesn't start, because it looks like Chelsea are very energized. They feel like they're gonna crush us. Do they have the power? Do they have the potential to crush us? What kind of lineup should we be using against Chelsea? You're gonna give me opinions in this one. You're gonna guide me as well. But of course, they are the non-negotiables. I told you we already have some non-negotiables in the Arsenal squad. And Leno is one of those non-negotiables. Of course, you expect him to start. In the combined 11, many Arsenal fans went with Leno over Mendy. He has kept only 3 clean sheets this season. He has had all the 14 appearances for the club. And then Mendy has 6 clean sheets in 10 appearances. I don't know whether it is Arsenal defending poorly that our goalkeeper is not keeping clean sheets, or Chelsea having a very nice defense, which I don't think they have. I'm not really carried away by their defense to believe that Mendy is keeping clean sheets because of his back 4, back 5 protection. That is it. In the center back, Gabriel is back, so no wasting time there, right? I think there is no wasting time there. Gabriel is back. Everybody expects him to play for us. Everybody has been waiting. Waiting for him. He's coming back from that suspension against Southampton in a 1-1 draw we shared away at the St. Mary's Stadium midweek last week. So he's back. He played against Manchester City. He was so awful, guys. No, okay, not so awful. Not one of the not one of the worst performances of a defender, but it was seriously a nightmare. It was seriously a bad nightmare of a performance for him, and I hope he doesn't have to go through that again. That performance wasn't so good, Gabriel. You need to keep it up. You need to check it out. That performance was not the best. Now, who partners him against Chelsea? Because Chelsea, you expect them to have either an Olivier Giroud or Tammy Abraham. Both of those strikers are very good in the air, right? Now, even if they brought in Timo Werner as the main striker, you expect him to be, a little bit more of a threat to the quality of defenders we have. I'm talking about Rob Holding, I'm talking about Chambers, I'm talking about Mustafi, I'm talking about David Louis and the others. So Gabriel must get a partner who is ready to partner him. That is it. He must have a partner that is ready to partner him. And in my case, don't get me wrong, I think if we are using Gabriel, then it must be David Louis. Look, the Brazilian connection is there. Nobody can stop it. They speak the same language. Both of them are ball playing center backs. I understand. Luis loves the adventures, the travels, and so on. Gabriel Magalhaes as well, loves the adventures and everything. But I would go with Gabriel and David Louis. Luis knows what Chelsea can do. Does he know? Because gone are the days when they had Douglas Costa and Diego Costa and so on. Almost the new attack at Chelsea is very new to David Louis. Pulisic, Werner, Havertz, Tammy Abraham. So they don't look so familiar. And even when they are so familiar, you think a lot has changed at Arsenal and a lot has really changed at Chelsea. In the right back, there is this Atletico Madrid target. Yeah, that Atletico Madrid target. We have to talk about Ainsley Martinelli. I don't know why Diego Simeone loves this boy, but I think he can get some good football out of him. Of course, in the left back, no questions there. Are they any, really? It must be Kientieni. But in the right back, now, it's going to depend. If Werner is going to play on the left for Chelsea, we are lucky. Because I don't think Werner is doing a very good, job on the left at Chelsea. So Martinelli can actually, have a holiday on Boxing Day. But if it's going to be Pulisic down the left, then it's going to be an awful evening for him. So, but either way, I think he's still better than Bellerin. And the performance Cedric put in against City, would I want him in my squad? Hell no, I wouldn't say. So I would go for that as my defense. In the midfield, we know that Thomas Partey is not yet back, right? But Granit Xhaka is. Yeah, Xhaka is. El Neni is available. Ceballos is available, and you can name it. So I don't want us to go for this predicted lineup just because Mikel Arteta will pick them or something. But look at Chelsea. They have Kante, they have Kovacic in the midfield, probably, and Mason Mount, right? So you expect a lot of attack from Chelsea. Kovacic is forward minded. Kante very good at driving that ball forward. Then you have the last man, Mason Mount. You know what he can do. I really love him. I think he's one of those interesting Chelsea players, young talents, and one of the best young talents in the English Premier League there. So how do we neutralize Chelsea in the midfield? The truth is we don't have a lot of options. You have to pick one of the players. I think it's not good enough, but I still have to pick them. Is Mohamed El Neni. Now, don't say Mohamed El Neni, what, Kosi, what. El Neni is one of those players that are so loyal, hardworking, has a work rate, name it. So if I'm going for Mohamed El Neni, it means I prefer him better than Granit Xhaka. Look, Xhaka, I still can't get what he does for that football club. I still can't get enough. I can't explain what Xhaka brings to Arsenal Football Club in the midfield. It's just like Willian. You have one shot on target in 10 games. What are you bringing on board? No chances created, no shots on target. What are you bringing for the club? Anyway, forgetting that, I think Mohamed El Neni will be partnered by Dani Ceballos. I hope you guys agree. If you do not agree, you know what to do. The comment box is already open. And smash up the likes. It's Christmas. You can also get me my, some super chats for Boxing Day bread and presents. It's much appreciated. So let's do Dani Ceballos. Yeah, let's do Dani Ceballos there. I think he's trash this season. Okay, let's do this. Let's just do this. Put Saka here, then play Ceballos right of the midfield. Yeah, so I think it could look like that. Not a little, a little bit so familiar, right? Yeah, but I think these players that we have on the pitch today, or we have on this lineup today, are not new faces, and they will never be new faces to us. The truth is, they're just not good enough for our football club. But that is the midfield, and of course, if you compare this to Mount, Kante, and Okonte, and who and Kovacic, they're just gonna smash us. They're just going to, even if they played Jorginho, it's gonna be a massacre. It's gonna be a walkthrough. If Sheffield United can walk through this midfield, Chelsea can. They have a lot of quality in there. I just even don't want to debate about it. Now, the good thing is we have rumors. The Arsenal website says Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will be available for a late fitness test, which will actually qualify him to play in this game. Do we want to see him on the left? Probably yes, probably no, but I think he will play on the left. That's where Mikel Arteta is most likely to select him. Then in the right wing, I think about Pepe, and I'm like, is he even good enough? Is he one of those players that I should be defending day in, day out? In my lineup, in my match reaction, in my 5 things we learned, in my fan cam. Is he one of those players that deserve my protection? If we can bite Runason, who has not had so many appearances for us in this season, why can't we bite Pepe? Why can't we bite players like Lacazette or something? But truly, Willian, of course, you think about it. Willian is going back to Chelsea. It's the first time he's going to be playing Chelsea in the Premier League when he is not a Chelsea player. So you think about it and you're like, okay, do we give him a chance? Does he know how these things work? On the left, the right wing or the right back, Chelsea will be playing, I think, Reece James. And of course, in the left back, with Ben Chilwell off, I don't know who they're going to use. Cesar Azpilicueta, something like that. So we need someone who can exploit the second option of Chelsea in the left back, someone who can take him on. We don't want to see what happened against Everton. You're playing 2 full backs that are out of position, but then your players cannot take them on, right? I cannot pick Gabriel Martinelli, guys. I can't pick Gabriel Martinelli. I would have wanted to pick Gabriel Martinelli, but I can't. So I'll go for Pepe here. I don't know why I'm typing E. It's Pepe on paper, right? So I'll go for Nicola Pepe. His quality, he has the ability. He hasn't shown us any of that ever since he came to Arsenal. Nobody has the right to defend him because he just hasn't done what has to be done. And then in the striking position, I would, of course, I would want Balogun in there. But I know it's going to be the man with a big beard, and these days with a bald head. I don't know why he had that haircut. It sucks, man. It really sucks. So that is it. That is it. That is the predicted lineup I think we shall go for. Yeah, this is interesting. Look at this guy. H1 says our season is done. Just play the kids. Big comment, by the way. Big comment. Thank you so much for the comment, brother. So, guys, that is it. We are playing Chelsea tomorrow. I've given you my predicted lineup. It doesn't mean that those are the players that are going to start. No. But it's just my predicted lineup. That's what I think about the game and how we should run and who should actually start for us and, how the lineup should be. I've seen a couple of Chelsea fans, to be very frank with you. I've seen a couple of Chelsea fans out there, like Eunice Talks Football. I hope you guys know his channel. I'm yet to watch George Benson's preview. I have to watch the Football Therapy. He's another Chelsea fan, so I have to watch a couple of Chelsea fans and hear their views. But according to Eunice, he says Chelsea are coming in this game fully powered. They have to destroy us. No, I mean, it looks like Chelsea have all the confidence they would need to beat us, and I do not disagree. I mean, we are in absolute shambles. This is a game you don't want to play at this time. Actually, the run of games we have played in the last 4 games, the last 5, those are teams you don't want to play at this time, right? You're playing Southampton, Everton, Chelsea, Manchester City. Those are clubs you don't want to play at this time. You're 15th, you know, your morale is down, everything's down. It's like you're rebuilding your squad. And, Eunice was saying the Arsenal, Chelsea just need, to score an early goal for us, against Arsenal, and then everything is gone. And I absolutely agree. All the times we have had an early goal, we have considered an early goal. It's either a draw, that is the best, but it has been losses. Against Everton, you still remember, we concede, it's gone. Manchester City, the Carabao Cup, concede, it's gone. Leicester City, we concede, it's gone. So as long as the opposition gets that first goal, it's over, it's done. So maybe the strategy is not to try not to get to concede fast, but is that even possible against Chelsea? I'm not very sure. But what I know is that Chelsea have not had the best of games in their past 3 games. They have beaten West Ham 3-0 in their last game. Now, someone is going to tell me, yeah, of course, that was a big appeal. That was really, a big result. But in their last 3, as Chelsea, they are seated in position actually 5. Their last 3, they have only won 1 and lost 2. They have won 2 games in their last 5, drawn 1 and lost 2. So that means Chelsea are beatable, right? They lost to Wolves. Of course, they were unlucky. It's not usual to concede that death end goal all the time. But I think Wolves, won it. What should we say? They won it, and they lost against Everton, the Sigurdsson penalty, right? So it looks like they are beatable, but you have to know how to beat them. The problem with Arsenal, and I've already said this on my shows, and I'll say it again and again and again, Arsenal never has a game plan. Arsenal never has a way of beating clubs. That's the problem. We never have a game plan. We never know how to beat clubs. It's always Arsenal going in there with the same old way of playing football, right? So let's just look at some of the statistics of this game, what it really means. What are the big statistics? Yeah. Look at some of the statistics of the game, the table as it stands, and as we prepare to go in there against Chelsea. Brilliant. It has already gone there. Okay. So Chelsea, as you can see, they are 5th. Yeah. They are 5th. They have 25 points this season, played 14 games. Their last 5 doesn't look so good. They have 2 green ticks, 1 gray, and 2 losses. Yeah. That they're still better than us, because if you're looking for Arsenal, you have to scroll down now. Look, in the past 5 games, Arsenal has won 1 and 4 losses. No, 1 draw, 4 losses. 14 points in 14 games, 14 goals scored actually in 14 games. Quite embarrassing, isn't it? But that is it. So let's just look at the high of statistics. What do we have in the line of statistics? Look, Arsenal lost their exact fixture 1-2 last season, despite a 1-0 lead ahead until the 83rd minute. I think still remember that. They've not lost back-to-back home league games against Chelsea since November 2009. Chelsea have lost just 2 of their last 17 Premier League meetings with Arsenal, winning 9, drawing 6, with both of these defeats coming at the Emirates Stadium. Okay? 0-3 in September and 0-2 in January 2019. The side scoring first won none of the 3 meetings in all competition between Arsenal and Chelsea last season, drawing 1, losing 2, with Arsenal coming from behind to win the FA Cup in the most recent encounter. Arsenal haven't lost any of their last 12 Boxing Day home games, winning 10, drawing 2, since a 2-0 loss against Nottingham Forest in 1987 The Gunners have won each of their last 9 games in the Premier League, including a 2-1 victory over Chelsea in 2001. Chelsea lost 2-0 against Southampton on Boxing Day last season, enduring a run, ending a run of 14 games without defeat on 26 December, winning 9, drawing 5. The Blues haven't lost consecutive Boxing Day matches since 1994-1995. So the records are there to protect. Both sides have a record to protect. Both sides have records to protect, but can we protect our record as Arsenal? That's the biggest question. Can we protect our record? I reckon Kalata is going to go for a 3-4-3, try to be defensive, try to lock the door against Chelsea, try to be very strong against Chelsea, which I wouldn't disagree with. I think right now, in a situation in which Arsenal are, you need to be very careful. Don't concede before you need to concede, and you need to score goals. I think that's what Arsenal is looking at in this game. But it's going to be a very hard one. Chelsea have a lot of quality. Chelsea have a lot of confidence. I told you they're already 5th on the table. They've got to do just 1 or 2 things to keep themselves up there, beat Arsenal. It's the perfect time for them to play Arsenal. Perfect time. They're not going to have a better chance like this. These are like 3 points actually from the Emirates Stadium. You're gonna go out there at the Stamford Bridge in next year. You're gonna lose the game probably, or they're gonna pull a draw because they're at home. So I think it's in the favor of Chelsea. I don't see how Arsenal, get around this. I don't know how we get around this. Chelsea all the way through. But guys, have a really, really, really splendid Merry Christmas. Let me just take some of the comments here. We are going to be disappointed tomorrow. That's according to Nathan. Good evening. How are you doing, my brother? What would you do if Arsenal get relegated? I mean, this question really comes a lot to me. What would you do when Arsenal really get relegated? I would start doing the same thing. Support Arsenal, do transfer news, do daily Arsenal shows, do top 5s, top 10s of Arsenal. Stand by my club until we come back to the Premier League. What else? So that is the answer. Why can't Arteta use David Luiz as a defensive midfielder, partnering with Danny Ceballos? I don't think he has that brain. Thank you so much, Augustine. But I don't think he has that brain. You see, a manager who has a brain, like the Mourinhos, like the Sir Alexander Chapman Fergusons, like the Arsene Wengers, they used to do those things. But right now, I don't think that manager still exists at Arsenal. We don't have a manager with that brain, a manager that thinks that, I can transform a defensive, midfielder into a center back, or I can turn a center back into a defensive midfielder. I don't think he has that, he can even think about that. We are getting slapped again. Look, I hate to admit it. I just feel like, I just want to feel like Arsenal is going to win this game. But is it the right thing to think? I don't think so. Why they don't play Smith Rowe? Isn't he the playmaker? Sorry for asking. Against Manchester City, when he came on, I think it was easy to see. It was easy to see that we needed Emile Smith Rowe on that pitch. The way he plays, the way he commands space, the way he picks the pockets, he only shows you that I'm a playmaker and you do not have to cry. But I don't know why he doesn't play Smith Rowe. I don't know why he doesn't play Balogun. I don't know why he doesn't play the young guns. Yet those performances he's getting are from Saka, Martinelli, the young players. He looks like a selective player, a selective manager. I want to use this one. I don't want to use this one. I think that's the way his things work. And Michael Thomas says, play the kids. Our season is over. Play the kids. Yeah, I would agree that play the kids. I don't think our season is over. We have a lot to fight for. We have the Europa League to fight for. We have so much to fight for, right? So I don't think our season is over, guys. I just don't think our season is over. We must play 4-3-1-2. Oh, Jesus Christ. If Arteta was watching this, he would be like, are you crazy? I don't think I can play that. It's gonna play 3-4-3. You know that. We don't even have to waste our time. At least we are going to win the championship next year. It's championship and it's championship a trophy. It is just promotion. There, if we get relegated, it's over for us. No, it should take us about 6 years to come back. No, I don't think so. It's we have a lot of quality to get relegated. So that means we have a lot of quality to come back in one season. Tomorrow is our turning point. We will beat Chelsea. Okay. I appreciate the optimism in Sam Gunners. I do appreciate. Merry Christmas, guys. Someone send me Christmas. Someone send me Christmas. I'm here at exactly what 10:27. Someone should be sending me some Christmas on my phone, right? If Bellerin starts, I'll be fuming. Look, I won't be surprised if he plays Bellerin. I think he's played Ainsley 2 times, and Ainsley has had, by the way, a good performance in the last game. I didn't believe he had a good performance against Southampton, but I think in the last game, Ainsley has been doing so well. He has had a very, very, very nice game. So probably it's going to be to play Ainsley, but if he plays Bellerin, I won't be surprised. I mean, that is the way he does his things, right? That's the way Mikel Arteta does these things. So I won't be surprised if he plays Bellerin, but Ainsley must be the player. Ainsley must be the player. He has proven to him, to Mikel Arteta, and proven to everyone that he is that kind of right back that is suitable to play for Arsenal. And there is absolutely no reason as to why he doesn't play him. No reason. Absolutely no reason, right? So I agree with you. Play Bellerin, everybody's gonna be fuming. We lose the game. Yeah. Nathan says, good thumbnail. Thank you, brother. Thank you much. Thank you so much, my brother. Yeah. At times you have to, I'm here thinking, Christmas Day, what do I have to do? Can I make improvements on my channel? What should, I just wanted to have a little chit chat with you guys about this game before we go in it tomorrow. And here we are discussing it. Everybody feeling so negative about it. Are we gonna lose it? Are we gonna turn things around today? It's very hard. It's really very hard to believe that Arsenal is going to turn things around, especially at the time when you think everything is going on so wrong. That was a time when I felt Arsenal could do anything, but right now, no. We can see the improvements on this channel. Keep going, Kosi. Thank you so much, Nathan. Thank you so much. Hi, bro. Hope you and had a nice Christmas, but tomorrow I don't think we will win. Now, I didn't have a nice Christmas. I was sitting here, just here, like you see in my chair. I didn't have a nice Christmas. I was broke. You get me? I was broke. Arsenal, we are going to come good. Yeah. Look. Yeah, I'm still one of those fans, by the way, that are very charismatic. I blindly follow the greatness of Arsenal, which of course many of us didn't see. There we have 13 titles, but if you ask anybody of those 13 titles, how many have you seen Arsenal win in the league titles? They're not really so many. They're not so many. So I still believe we are going to come back. I still believe Arsenal is a big club. I believe we have the chance to make things better, but the problem is we are taking so long. Get me? We are taking so long. If we were a club that thinks about things, but anyway, I don't know. I just don't know. Nathan says I'll dominate $100 tomorrow. Big up, Nathan. Big up, Nathan. Someone thanked Nathan for me. Someone thanked Nathan for me. He's giving me my Christmas today. And Nathan, I'm telling this, I'm going to celebrate my Christmas tomorrow. Now, that doesn't mean we shall not have the shows. We shall have all our shows. The match reaction, that one is very interesting because you guys have a chance to come on. Then, we shall do the player ratings and everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, by the way, Nathan. Thank you so much. I really appreciate I hope you give me that $100 on the match reaction when you have beaten Chelsea. Big up. Because if we have Partey, Martinelli, Saka, Aubameyang, then the team is strong enough otherwise. Yeah, look, I agree with you, Frederick. If you have Thomas Partey, Martinelli, Saka, Aubameyang, I think you have a strong squad. You have a strong lineup, starting lineup, yeah. it can make things happen because Partey in that midfield, Saka and Martinelli on the wings, then Aubameyang as the striker. You're good to go. But the problem is if any of these players gets injured, you don't have backup as Arsenal. We know that, right? Nathan says, no, I'm broke. It's okay, brother. It's okay. Arsenal are gonna park the bus and airplane, an aeroplane in go. Look, I don't know what I should say about this. Yeah, I know that's the kind of football we have been playing all season. Yeah, that's the kind of football Arsenal has been playing all season. Park the bus, FC. Be behind the ball all the time, FC. Relegation, FC. Don't possess, FC. I think against Chelsea, if he plays that kind of football against Fulham, I think he's gonna play that kind of football against Chelsea because he's scared. Yeah, he's always scared, and Mikel Arteta is always scared. So I expect that. I expect us to park the bus. We have always done that this season. So parking the bus, not a new phenomena, is it? Not a new phenomena. Will Gabriel Martinelli play? He has to pass a late fitness test. Yeah, he has to pass a late fitness test. If he passes it, why not? He'll play. I mean, and Mikel Arteta chooses him. But with that pain I saw over the midweek, I should say he shouldn't play. Let us just give him time to heal. Let us just give him some time to get better. I mean, that's what I think. Because why bring him back so early? Right? You bring him back so early in a game that you're not going to win after all. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, Martinelli is a good player. Everybody loves him. Every Arsenal fan wants him back. But I don't think he's there. I don't think he's healed enough. Arsenal are going to pack the bus and airplane in the morning. Big up, Thomas. Thomas says Chelsea 8. No, it can't happen. Look, we are past that level. Yeah? We are past that level. We are past the level of conceding 8. Past the level of conceding 7. Or, however bad, however poor we are. You're going to tell me, because Liverpool conceded 7 and Manchester United conceded 6. Well, I don't care about their nonsense and crap. They're table leaders. They sort out their issues. For us as 15th, we also have, have our own concerns. I don't think we can, concede 8 now. So, guys, forget conceding 8. Chelsea are not going to spank us 8. They are not. I'm telling you, real talk. Hey, Kosi, how are you doing, Binu? My brother, how are you doing? What do you think about Thomas Tuchel to Arsenal? Look, Tuchel is an experienced manager. He's been at Dortmund for some time. He's been at PSG for some time. But like we said yesterday on the show, I think he is average. If you want to bring him right now, build a project, sack him, and then bring in a manager who's going to win for you, like you'd see what Tottenham did with Mauricio Pochettino. He's there for 5 years. He does his crap. They sacked him, brought in Jose Mourinho. Probably can win them some silverware because he's a winner. But if you think Tuchel is going to win us the league, no. If you think he's going to make us great in Europe, no. But he can lift us because he has the experience. He has worked with Dortmund. He has worked with PSG. And you look at, you just look at, the chance he gives the youngsters, the Dembeles, when he was at Dortmund. You think when it comes to a side like Arsenal, where we have so many youngsters that seem to be lost, Balogun is lost, Guendouzi is lost, Saka is no longer the Saka we knew, Gabriel Martinelli needs a lot of guidance. You think he could add something to this football club? Real talk. You think Thomas Tuchel would add something to Arsenal? But I'm not desperate for Thomas Tuchel. I'm not desperate. If he comes, I appreciate. If he doesn't come, I don't regret that we never signed him up for the Arsenal job. Telling you facts. We need Omar Colley, Rusiva, Fabio Vieira, Buendia, Jesus, Corona, Lorenzo. Look, you can talk all about so many names, But the truth is, Arsenal is not going to sign all these players right now. Right? We are not going to sign all these players right now. Probably, how many players are you talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players. Yeah. It's very good. It's very good. Every person would want Arsenal to be at that level where you need players and you can afford them and you can sign them up. But that's not the way things are working out at Arsenal right now. That's not the way we are doing things. Yeah. So in the January transfer window, when we go out there, probably we're gonna get 1 or 2 players. In the summer, we let go of some of the players like Mesut Ozil, Skodran Mustafi, Socrates, and then we bring in another 3 players. So I don't think you guys expect Arsenal to go out there in the summer, sign 5 players, or you expect Arsenal in the January transfer window to sign 4 players. You must be knowing the Arsenal we support. You must be knowing the team. We are backing. It's a team that is stingy. It's a team that doesn't care about the fans. Yeah. So most of the things we are doing are not for the better, are not the betterment of our club. Actually, the club is run by corporate management. Run as a corporation to make money. That is it. So for the good of the fans, I don't think. Yeah. And I really love. I don't know if you guys know a person called Adam McCullough or Laurie Jennings, but I really love these guys. They work on the kickoff. McCullough said something very interesting. He said, when you look at the Arsenal board and Manchester United board, their expectations are very, very different from those of the fans. Yeah, very different from those of the fans. And I agree. The fans think we should sign Messi. We should sign the best right back, Max Aarons. We should sign Awa and Isco and Fabio Vieira and the others. The board is not thinking like that. The board thinks they have achieved. So just imagine the board thinks they have already achieved. The fans have not yet started achieving. So there is a big conspiracy, and I don't think we are really going to win games. Arsenal are in purgatory. Long may it continue. Yeah, I know they're gonna be a bunch of people laughing at us. It's not an easy time. Chelsea have been there, right? And I was watching Eunice Talks Football, and he said, we've been there, we know what it takes. And I'm like, yeah, hell no, I still remember when you finished 10th. But how do we learn from this? Yeah, how do we learn from this? Probably Arsenal is not going to learn from our mistakes. Yeah, because right now we should have had an experienced manager knocking on the door, telling Mikel Arteta that if you cannot improve your performances, you're getting kicked out. That is not what is happening. Not even close. The manager is so comfortable. I'm not saying that sacking him is going to correct everything, but a manager under pressure thinks. A manager under pressure thinks. But Mikel Arteta is just gambling. Yeah. It's just gambling, using Willian. Now, you see, but anyway, the purgatory still continues. If you want to see us in purgatory, if you want to see us in fire, it still continues. We are still in there, man. We're still in there. And I think we are going to be in this Arsenal fire for some more years. Because most of the crap we have at the club, their contracts run until 2022, 2023. So you have to think that Arsenal may actually clear the unwanted squad players in 2023. How many years are those? 3 years. It's going to take a lot of patience. Whether you have Allegri, whether you have Pochettino or anything, it's going to really take a lot of patience. Glitch says, hi, Kosi, how are you doing, bro? And he says, yeah, exactly. Yeah. The true Godi crew. You know them, man. Yeah, you know them. If you were an Arsenal manager right now and you had to sign one Real Madrid player, who would it be? Brilliant question. A very, very brilliant question. If I was an Arsenal manager and I had to sign one Real Madrid player, one player that takes me forward, prime, these players are no longer in their prime at Real Madrid. Cruz or Modric, but they're no longer in their prime. They're no longer in their prime. They're not those players that I used to see. They're not Cruz is no longer the Cruz I used to see. Modric is no longer the Ballon d'Or winner, that kind of player. But I think I'll take Modric. I'll take Modric. He solves almost 90% or 80% of the problems we have at Arsenal. Yeah, I'll take Modric. I'll really take Modric there. Just looking at some of your comments here. Leave Arsenal. This is Mimi. We can't leave Arsenal, and I'm really happy with the Arsenal fraternity, the fans. They're not backing down. You can't back down right now. You just can't back down. It's not a time for giving up. For me, we can use Ozil. He has his own issues as a player. He has his own issues, and look, keeping him out, keeping him out of the squad right now, I think it is even helping him as a player, because he has political level issues with the club. Involving him in play right now, does it make some a lot of sense? I don't think so. Use create formation to create a predicted lineup. I've already done that, brother. I've already done that. We are past that. We have done that. Respect us. This is Mimi Cute, and says Arsenal will bounce back. Now, look, this is no question. Nobody should question this. Arsenal will bounce back. Smash the like button. Christmas special. Smash the like button. Any super chats are more appreciated on Christmas, right? But we shall bounce back. Nobody says Arsenal is not going to bounce back. No. Nobody says Arsenal is going to is not going to bounce back. At some point in time, we will be back. And hell, baby, I hope we come back when we are hot, because you don't want to come back and you are a mediocre and you get slapped in the face, do you? So we are gonna come back, but the problem or the question is when and how do you come back? Do you come back with this Xhakas, Mustafis, and Socrates? If you come back with the same squad, things are not going to be different. Look at Chelsea, what they have done. They have come back with almost a 90% different squad. They have so many new players, so many young players, so many good players. So it matters how do you bounce back, but I think we shall come back. Chelsea will win. No problem. Sign. Everybody expects Chelsea to win. It will be a shock if they don't win, by the way. They don't bounce back against Chelsea. Big up for Sue. But you need to will everything else. The reason why you guys are losing is because you put not really. That's not the reason. That's not the only reason why we're losing games. Not Mesut Ozil. I do not agree. He wants to help you guys. Yeah, I know, but it's not the only reason that's why we're losing games. For Christ's sake. Chelsea all day. Big up. And see, Chelsea FC Steven says they will win 4-0. Look, I don't think you have the capacity to score 4 goals against Arsenal's backline on their good day. Arsenal also look so good. We look good, by the way, defensive wise. Our problem has been scoring goals, and this is what teams forget. Our problem is scoring goals. Our problem is not conceding many goals, right? Because if you look at this season, how many times have we conceded 3 goals in the league, 3 goals and more? How many? Yeah. Against Aston Villa, against Liverpool, that is when we have conceded 3 goals and more. In the rest of the games, we're not conceding as much, as many goals as you can think. So our problem really is not conceding so many goals. Our problem is how do you score against your opponent? Yeah. And Chelsea, I'm telling you, your past three games, you've been awful. You're not in great form. You're not in great form. I don't think Havertz has picked up. I don't think Werner has picked up. None of them is playing that kind of quality football that we think is really going to threaten Arsenal, especially when you're coming at the Emirates Stadium away from home. So as you Chelsea fans think about it, we're going to smash Arsenal and so on. You have to think about it and you're like, okay, we are going to smash them, but are we ready? Are we ready for the show? I don't think Chelsea is really ready for the show. I don't think. So it's not going to be, the real game is not going to be as you think. Arsenal need to strike gold on a manager just like Liverpool did. I do agree. You get a player, you get a manager like Klopp. There, I will agree. Give him time. Arsenal need to spend money. Club too cheap. Look, I think we need to spend our money the right way done, because we have really spent a lot of money on that squad. If people do not realize, we have spent a lot of money on that squad. Xhaka is 35 million. Pepe is 72 million. Aubameyang is 60 million. Lacazette is 45 million. Partey is 45 million. You have, all those players I'm talking about, none of them is below 35 million. So we have spent some money on them. And even the, players like Willian that have come on a free transfer, they're getting big wages at the club just to satisfy enough, to put in performances, although they are not. So the problem we are having right now at Arsenal is not being too cheap. We have the wrong players. Yeah, we have the wrong players. Shkodran Mustafi. Do you know how much Shkodran Mustafi is? We bought him at 35 million. He plays like a 1-2 million defender, but that guy is, that guy costed us a lot of money, a hell lot of money. So if you think that Arsenal being cheap is the problem, no, we are spending our money wrongly. Look, you have a player like Granit Xhaka that is 35 million, but imagine if you have Partey for 45 and you have Emi Buendia for 35 million. Would you say Arsenal really spent cheaply? No, the problem is that we are spending that money wrongly. We had, back in the day, you never used to say these things. We had players like Samuel Nasri. Samuel Nasri was less than 5 million from Marseille. How brilliant was he? We had players like Cesc Fabregas. Fabregas was very, very cheap. I mean, was he from the La Masia Academy? You never said he was cheap. Alexander Song-Bilong, that was not a 10 million signing, not even a 5 million signing. Yeah. You never said he was cheap. So the problem is not cheap players. The problem is, how do you recruit players? Don't recruit players from YouTube like we are doing. Yeah. Go out there, scout for the real talents. Scout for real talents. How is Wesley Fofana playing for Leicester City? How is Ricardo Tielemans playing for Leicester City? Why didn't we get such players? Why do we have Mohamed Elneny and Leicester have Ricardo Tielemans? Yeah. You've got to ask yourself all those questions as you answer them. Smash the like button, everybody who's live. Thanks for keeping me company on Christmas, however hungry I am. Yeah. I'm very, very hungry, but thanks for keeping me company. We need to remove flat tires to win the race. We need to get rid of the mediocre players. And I think this, Isaac, you're saying we need to get rid of almost the whole squad. Yeah? We need to get rid of almost our whole squad. Because Chelsea, compared to Arsenal, if you want to reach the level of Chelsea, you've got to eliminate everybody. Yeah? You almost have to, you've almost got to, eliminate everybody in that side. Almost everybody. So it's going to take time. But I do agree with you, though. I do agree with you. If Arsenal is going to get, where we want, the flat tires must get off the wheel. Yeah. We must get the flat tires off the wheel. I completely agree. But it's not going to be an easy task, and every Arsenal fan knows this. Yeah. Every Arsenal fan knows this. It's not going to be easy. It's never going to be. It's not an easy road. It's not an easy big road to, or wide road to paradise. It's always small. It has potholes, but you've got to persevere. As long as we do persevere and do the right things, by the way. Yeah. Arsenal will win 10-0. You're having a laugh, brother. You're having a laugh. Just will not going to score. Joshua says it's gonna be 4-0. Okay, we shall see about that. I hope you come with the, come in for the match reaction. Joshua, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that when tomorrow I'm doing the match reaction, you come on the show, because it's gonna be interactive. You come, we host you, and tell us where the 4-0 went. We're probably gonna score like 2 or 3. Yeah. Then I agree with that. If you score 2, yeah, it's a decent loss. Because we are gonna lose anyway. Arsenal cannot survive the relegation if the players do not sit up. Yeah, it's the morale. It's the morale. It is how convincing The manager is going to be, it's going to take a lot for us. It's really going to take a lot. Right now, the position, the shape of the team, the spirit, we can't survive relegation. We just can't survive relegation. We've got to fight. We've got to wake up, sit up, stand up, and fight. Because if Big Sam Allardyce is laughing at us, that you're getting relegated, it means something. By the way, it really means something in the game. Top 3 goalkeeper in the Premier League, for me, Alisson, Lloris, and Ederson. Top 3 goalkeepers in the league. Rami. Okay, look, I think we have a couple of decent goalkeepers in the league. Yeah, we have a couple of decent goalkeepers. I'll never write off David De Gea. Instead of De Gea, I'll go with instead of Lloris, I'll go with David De Gea. I think he's better than David Lloris, day and night. Alisson Ramsey-Baker, undoubtedly one of those best goalkeepers. Ederson, I do agree. In number 4, I'll put Leno. Yeah, in number 4, I'll put Leno. I do not disagree, but I think David De Gea is better than Lloris. If Manchester City puts 4 past Arsenal, even though it was a cup game, then surely Arsenal can put, sticking with my 3-1 Chelsea prediction. 3-1 is decent as well. 3-1 is decent. 3-1 is not like 4-0, 5-0. Yeah, 3-0. 3-1, it can happen. You Chelsea fans are scared because we could lose. You need a new owner. We have talked about these things, guys, on this show, on this channel. So many things. We need a new owner. We need what? We need this. We need the others. Yeah, but anyway, we don't dictate that. And first says that's what they need, my brother. What do you think? Who do you think will win the league? I still think Liverpool will win the league. Yeah, I still think Liverpool will win the league. They look set, focused, determined, and I think they have gone through their test. They are past it. When you don't have the best defender and he's one of your best players, almost all their defense went to bed. Sickness. They signed Thiago. Is he playing? No. They signed Diogo Jota. He has had a very, very fantastic run at the beginning of his career at Liverpool. Scored 9 goals, 10 goals. He gets injured. You're like, wow, they are screwed. But look at the results they are getting. 7 against Crystal Palace, 3 against Leicester City, 4 against Wolves. You're like, what are they doing? They know that they have injured players. So I think for me at the end it's going to be Liverpool. I think Chelsea will put in a competition, Tottenham as well. Expect City to bounce back as soon as possible, but I think the league winner is going to be Liverpool. Bro, yeah, your back 4 needs to go. We have so many players that need to leave that club in especially in our defense. And you need a lot to let some midfielders go, but keep Ozil. No, we don't need to keep Ozil. Let's just get rid of this squad and begin a new era. Yeah. Talk about Gabriel Martinelli. This is Hillary. Look, Gabriel is injured. Yeah. He's coming back against Chelsea, but we will need to first examine him. That is what the club said. If you want me to talk about his abilities or something like that, look, I agree with many Arsenal fans. He's one of those fascinating players we have in the league. He's one of those players you have at Arsenal and you feel like he's so different. He's very, very different, gifted. He has all the abilities you can never think about. Yeah. When we were playing against, was it City in the Carabao Cup and he played, it was so different. Yeah. It was so different. The performance he put in, the brilliance, he looked like he was the only player Arsenal had. And I do not disagree. He is so exceptional. He is very, very exceptional. Arsenal just need to hold on to him. Probably when he comes back, we are going to be, a different, a very different club. Yeah. Bob says top 3 goalkeepers in the Premier League: Omelete. You guys are really having Christmas, right? Arsenal will win 2-1. Big up my brother. Try more. Yeah. Rami says, do you know Bavas 14? He is, yeah. Now, if you're an Arsenal YouTuber and you don't know Bavas, you don't know Deluded, you don't know Curtis Show, you don't know Half Wheezy, you don't know AFTV, you don't know Ligana, you must know DT, you must know Troops, yeah, you must know MGH. Those are the Arsenal YouTubers that are easy to mention, right? They're the easy ones. Who else did I mention? Myself, maybe, because I think my channel is getting is sinking. Not so many people will recognize me, by the way. I think my channel is just sinking in, and it will take me about, maybe by the end of the next year, I'll be very, very known in the YouTube community. But I think those boys have made it. Yeah, they've made it. They loaded 30k subscribers, then Bavas, I think he has 33k, something like that. So I know Bavas, and I really love his videos. Welcome back to your boy's channel. Exactly. That is the phrase I really love about Bavas. There. Okay. Okay. I won't read that because I do not really understand. Can Chelsea haven't beaten a top 10 squad this season, which means they'll probably beat Arsenal. Lol. Yeah. We were talking about that on the on the show last time, and we're like, since Chelsea have not beaten any top team, top 10 member, Arsenal is in 15th, they stand a chance. Kelvin Kamau, big up there, man. Manchester United. What are you saying, okay. I hate to see Ceballos, Willian, Xhaka on the pitch. Arteta believes in them, but they just do crap. Play Aziz, Saka, and Smith Rowe. I do not agree with you, Kelvin. Aziz is still too young, and this is the problem we have. Because we are desperate, we are bound to make more mistakes. Don't bring Aziz. Let him fight for his career through the right channels. Yeah. Let him fight for his career through the right channels, guys. Don't play Aziz. I wouldn't play Aziz, to be fair. Just to be fair. Final year contract players: Mustafi, Socrates, Ozil, sell Hector Bellerin, and Sid Kolasinac. And the academy players can do far better than these players. Build the team around Aubameyang, Saka, Martinelli, Partey, Tierney, and Gabriel. I agree with you, Isaac. I agree. That's a nice point. That's a really, really, really nice point. I hope all Arsenal fans do agree to that. I would put I have to see Ceballos. Okay, this is Calvin's comment. Hillary says, I love your show because you're the best, bro. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Kevin says, how is Partey? Yeah, Partey is not going to play against Chelsea, but I've seen his videos, training, and you know how Arsenal really make things very fascinating. Yeah. So it was on Twitter saying, turning an injury into what? Into a comeback, a setback into a comeback, turning a setback into a comeback. He was really training well. I think he's working hard. Probably we can see him next, in the next game against Brighton. If we can't, then it's going to be in the early days of January. Arsenal will easily lose to Chelsea by 4-1. Yeah, Kelvin, a loss is a loss, but I don't think it's going to be by that magnitude. We are overrating Chelsea, by the way. I think we are overrating Chelsea. We will destroy Leicester City. Okay. I just want to have your comments, talk about them a little. Do you think Dennis Bergkamp would be a good manager for Arsenal? Is he even managing? Dennis Bergkamp is not managing. He's at Ajax. What is he doing? What the hell is doing at Ajax? He's football director, something like that. So I don't think I've not seen him as a manager, for truth. And this thing, this whole thing of he was a good manager, he was a good player, so he can make a good manager. It doesn't really seem to work. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to work. Good players don't seem to make good managers. Of recent, I should say, but that's not my concern. That's not really my concern. My concern is if he's coming to Arsenal, can he deliver? Yeah, can he deliver? But I doubt his managerial skills. I'm very, very sorry to say so. Someone really buy me a super chat today. We need big forward, somebody similar to Giroud. Yeah, the traditional forwards, Arsenal has always been using the Girouds, the Chamaks, the Bentners. I think their era in football is really getting over. Football is no longer using those traditional nines. We are using what should I call it? We are using modern football is recruiting more of false nines, support strikers, things like that. So Olivier Giroud, maybe for the fact that we cross a lot, yeah, we really cross a lot. So maybe you could call us for out there to go and get Giroud. Your group link is invalid. Sorry about that. My phone. I no longer have a phone unless someone wants to buy me a phone on this show. But I don't have a phone, so that's why my group. But as soon as I get another phone, I'll make sure that I reinstate the group. Pilo, Ateta, Frank, Debo, Henry, and Maradona, RIP, were all great players but terrible managers. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm looking at it in this way. You have Jose Mourinho, Arsene Wenger, Ferguson. They have had. Did Mourinho have a footballing career? I don't know, but some of those guys have had footballing careers. Not anywhere so close to being the football genius or something. But they have been great. They have been really, really great. So if you're thinking about big players make big managers, I don't think it works like that. Yeah. I don't think it works like that. I think anybody can become a manager if they know what it takes. Yeah. If you know what it takes. Those Pep Guardiolas, they were never, they were never the best. Yeah. They're never the best. This is the last comment I'll take and I'll close the show. Mourinho played in the second Bob says, Mourinho played in the second Portuguese league. Yeah, he wasn't, he didn't have that big career, right? He didn't have really that big career. He did. We should give contract to Balogun, let him grow with Aubameyang. Colony 10 million. Receiver 15 million. Fabio Vieira 20 million. Buendia 25 million. Lorenzo Pellegrini 15 million. 85 million. Yeah. It's as easy as that. Yeah. It's as easy as that. Hit the likes up. Thank you so much, Michael Thomas. Yeah. Hit the likes up. Hit the likes up, please, please, please. It's Christmas. Let us do some good thing today. There's 60 people, right? So please let us have 60 likes right now. Just hit the like button on it. Just click on it. Yeah. Just click on it. So look, I'm not really sure whether Arsenal is going to buy these players you guys really want. I also want them. But we know the problem with Arsenal is spending the money. We never want to part with our money. It has been a problem at the club for so long, and it's a problem we can't escape. Yeah, it's a problem we cannot really escape. But why not? I would be, it's a problem we can't escape. Yeah, it's a problem we cannot really escape. That. Yeah, I'll be one of I would be very glad. I'd be very glad if Arsenal can bring in these players. Let me just thank you so much, Bob. Thank you so much, Bob. I'll sign out, but I'll make sure that even tomorrow. By the way, this show is always there at the same time. It's always at 9 p.m. East African time, at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. and that is around 6 p.m. UK time. Yeah, hope I get it right. 6 p.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. UK time. This show always, not always match previews, but we do so many things: match previews, Arsenal updates. Yeah, so make sure you check on it. I'm telling you, Arsenal needs to do these things, but do we have the support of the board? We don't have it. We don't have it. We don't. I'm looking at these players and I'm like, why the hell doesn't Arsenal even go for just 2 or 3 of them? That is it. That is it. So, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up right now. Thanks everybody for watching, by the way. Thanks everybody who smashed the like button. It really means a lot. Really, really, really means a lot. So to join Akosi's Arsenal army, because that's what we call ourselves here, to join Akosi's Arsenal army, it's as simple as subscribing. Down there, beside the channel name, there is a red button. Subscribe, click on it. After that, you can join as a member. That will cost you a few dollars. I think $1, $2, and $6, something like that. So if you enjoy the content, you can become a member, but smashing the like button as well. Thanks for everybody who gave me their comments there. Let me just let me just mention names of people who are on. Boaz was on. Thank you so much. Rami Litz was on. Isaac was on. Nathan the Big Relentless Guna was also on. Bob was also on. Michael Thomas was on. Big up everybody. Yeah, there. Philip was on. Big up Philip. Big up Philip. There. My brother Anis Okango was on. Okay. Brubato was on. We need big forward, someone like Giroud. I took that as well. Kevin Kamau, big man from Kenya, was also on. Dali was on the show as well. Hillary was on. Douglas was on. Just looking for those people who are on. Fozilov was on. Aziz was on the show. Big up, guys. Really big up. Much appreciated. I really appreciate the love. Dali was on. Did I speak your name already, Dali? Yeah. Couple of people. You guys really sent a lot of comments. I'm just looking at them here. Joshua Fosu was on. Yeah. And a couple of other people. Was also on. Don 75 was on. Chelsea FC Stephen was on. Abdul G was on. Yeah, it makes sense, man. Really made sense. Mimi Cute was on. Some of the first comments I took. IH1 was on. Big man, my big man, Ting Man, yeah, was also on. And Mark Austin C, who was the first person to comment on this video. Have a great evening, guys. Have a really, really great evening. I hope we meet tomorrow when Arsenal win. We also meet if we do not win.